Good morning, everybody. I'm back on the allotment this morning. I'm in the greenhouse at the moment, as you can see. It's another lovely day. The sun is beaming down. It's really warm in here. There's plenty to do in here today. The weeds have really started to come through, so I brought my strim. I'm going to do a bit of strimming, a bit of weeding. I've got quite a bit of planting to do. I've got quite a few, the seeds that I've put in over the last few weeks are really coming up. So there's quite a few things that need potting on and replanting and what have you. So yeah, like I said, there's plenty to do. So let's crack on. Now I know really you should wear safety goggles, and normally I do, but I've left them in the van. But I've had plenty of experience doing this, so I should be okay. But like I say, normally if you're strimming, make sure you wear safety goggles. Right, that's much better. I've had a bit of a strim around, strimmed all the weeds out of the path and what have you. Desperately needed doing, and strimmed up the paths there and up the paths up the side and round the back of the greenhouse. So yeah, much better, happy with that. Right, let me quickly show you what's going on in the greenhouse, what we've got growing. The lettuces, they're doing really well. We've got more lettuces at the back there, more lettuces down there. I'm going to be taking them home actually, because I'm going to be eating some of them for my tea a bit later on. We've got cosmos coming up there, peas, and one little foxy cucumber plant there which is not doing much. The onions there, they're going to go out hopefully today. Them peas need to go out. There's a lot of stuff that needs to go out. Them tomato plants there need repotting on. We've got little lobelias coming up, little pansies coming up. Sweet peas, they need to go out soon. These peas here, they're not looking too clever, to be honest. So I'm going to plant them out and see what happens. Yeah, cosmos over there. We've got quite a few things coming up. These carrots here, they need to go out now. So yeah, quite a lot to be cracking on with. While the weather's nice, I'm going to get a bit done. Right, crack on. Bring you back after. Right, like I said a minute ago, I've got these onions in the greenhouse, which I grew in the greenhouse, which I'm now going to plant out. Over to the right here, we do have a lot of onions already growing, and I've got a bit of a gap here, so I'm going to get a few more in here, and then just have a look at any other spaces that I've got for the rest to go in. So yeah, pretty easy to do. Just run your fingers through the soil, make a little bit of a channel. Pull one of the onions out of the pot, make sure you get the root, and stick it in. Press the soil firmly around it. I'll probably put 3 here because they are quite big onion variety, these. Like I said, this is how I normally do it, and I always have a good crop of onions, so it works for me. So there you have it, pretty simple, and then I'll repeat the same process somewhere else. Wherever I can find another gap. Like I say, a lot of the gaps are being taken now. We've got a lot of stuff coming up at the moment, so let's go and find some more space. Right, what I'm going to do here is similar again, only this time I've got some carrots that I've grown from seed in the greenhouse. Now normally in the past I've put my carrot seeds straight out. I've never actually grown them in pots before in the greenhouse or in trays, so not sure how this is going to go, but pretty straightforward method, you know, just put them in the same way as I did the onions, and let's see what happens. With carrots though, what I will say is obviously they're a root vegetable, so they need the soil to be quite soft, you know, to enable the carrot to grow. I mean, I have grown carrots in hard soil before now in the past, and they've not been very good. The carrots have been tiny, so this soil is this soil is quite soft. So let's see what happens. Let's get some of these in anyway. Same again, pinch them out. And put them in. Of course, once we've put everything in, we need to give everything a really good water. Especially at the moment with the weather being the way it is, really warm at the moment. So yeah, I'll carry on putting some more carrots in, and I'll bring you back after. Right, my next job is to get these peas put in. So we're going to put them in just behind me in this area over here. So first of all, I'm just going to hold the soil just to break it up a little bit, and then we'll put them in. So basically just breaking up the soil a little bit. I don't know if you can see this, we've got a bit of a climbing frame here. This is where I'm going to let the peas grow up this little frame. Same again, quite straightforward. Just take it out like that. Pop it in next to the climbing frame. Now they are quite dry, these, so they're definitely going to need a really good water once they're in. I should have actually put them out a week or so ago, but I'm sure they'll be okay. And that's basically it, and then I'll do the same again on the other side. Give them a good water, good to go. So there you have it, I've put a couple of rows of peas in. Hopefully they should do alright. Like I say, they were a little bit dry, but I've given them a good water. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a good crop of peas this year. Just moving over there, you can see the radishes coming up there. And then there, just put some more carrots in there as well. So hopefully they'll do okay. And there we've got a row of carrots that I put in earlier. Just going to give them a good water in a minute. We've got some more peas there, they need a good water. In fact, I'm going to give everything a good water in a few minutes time. And some more onions there. So yeah, all in all looking good. Now I've just been weeding the strawberry patch, and I've noticed that a few of the strawberries are finally coming. Look at that. Quite a few little strawberries growing now, so hopefully we're going to have a good crop of strawberries this year. Last year we had loads. So what I am going to have to do soon is put a net over the top of them, because once the strawberries start to turn ripe, once they start to turn red, I know that the wood pigeons like to come down and attack them, and the blackbirds, so I will be putting a net over them very soon. But yeah, that's good. They look nice as well, the daisies. They seem to flower for ages as well, which is good. Got quite a bit of work to do in this greenhouse as well. It's becoming a bit of a tip, so I need to tidy it out a little bit. In fact, look, before we go in, let me just show you this. The certificate we got in 2007, Barron Road Allotment Association. This certificate is awarded for the best newcomers plot on the site 2007, Bob Cullen and Friends, plot 10B. So yeah, we got the plot in actually 2006 and won the award in 2007. Now Bob Cullen was actually my uncle. He originally got the allotment, and there was yeah, my uncle Bob, myself and a couple of others, and yeah, we got the allotment all them years ago. Like I say, it was originally in my uncle's name. Sadly, my uncle Bob passed away a few years ago, and in fact, let me just turn you around. That's better. Yeah, like I say, the allotment was originally belonged to my uncle Bob. Back in 2006, like I say, we got the allotment. He sadly passed away a few years ago, but he was basically into allotments his entire life, and he got me my first allotment actually when I was just a little kid. When I was about 10 years old, I got my first allotment. Not this particular one, it was a different one down in Hyde. And I was like 10, 11 years old, and I had chickens, I had ducks, I had rabbits on there. I used to have a massive big, like a 50-foot long shed, and we had cages in there, you know, like big cages. I used to have mice and gerbils and all sorts. We had a bit of an aviary on there with budgies and stuff. We had pigeons, we had 3 goats, we had all sorts. It was a big allotment, and like I say, I was probably about 10, 11 years old when my uncle got me that allotment. He helped me out, of course, because I was only young at the time, and then I kept that for quite a number of years. And then obviously as I got older, things changed and what have you, and then we got rid of that allotment after many years. And then, like I say, we got this particular one in 2006, and there's only me on here now. Basically, I've been running it myself now for many years. So we've now had it 20 years, basically. Yeah, 2006, 2026. Yes, we've had it 20 years. And I always promised my uncle I would keep it going, basically. Every time I went down to his house, I used to visit him regularly, you know, because we had a lot in common. We was both into animals, both into nature, allotments, growing plants, vegetables, all sorts of stuff. We had a lot in common, basically. So I go down and speak to him a lot. He gave me a lot of good advice over the years. And sadly, he got quite poorly and ended up passing away. But I remember before he died, I promised him I'd keep the allotment on, keep it going, and that's exactly what I've done. And to be honest, I really enjoy it. You know, it's you know, it's just nice to come to. You know, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. I mean, to be honest, I'm a full-time gardener as well. So I mean my life, a lot of my life does revolve around gardening and one thing and another. So I do it, but I do enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's a little bit of a brief history about the allotment. So crack on, back to work. Couple of tomato plants in here that I'm going to water, and yeah, and then I'm going to go home after and get some dinner. Flipping heck, boiling in now, sweating buckets. Right, crack on. Got a little bee here flown into the greenhouse. Hopefully it'll find its way out. Not sure what sort of bee that is. Any bee experts, leave me a comment, let me know. Andy, Alice, if you're watching this, do you know what sort of bee that is? I know you've got quite a lot of bees down there on the old 110 farm now. In fact, you've got thousands of bees on the 110. Oh, where's it gone? So yeah, if you know what sort of bee that is, let me know. Right, I'll give you a quick look around before I go back home. So there's the greenhouse, the peas that we planted, radishes, carrots. So that's the everything coming up in the greenhouse. All looking good. Tomato plants down there. So yeah, the allotment's looking well at the moment. Really pleased. Hopefully we should get a good crop of fresh vegetables this year. There's the other greenhouse. Now, like I said before, at some point I am planning on getting a brand new shed there as well. Sooner rather than later, hopefully. Just put some water in the bird bath. Hanging basket. Yeah. Who's that in the mirror? Another hanging basket. And this is like the wildlife corner. We've got a couple of ponds over here. There's one. There's the other. Hopefully attract some frogs. Some old-fashioned bowling balls there. They belong to my Uncle Bob. Them are actually over 50 years old. They were in his garden for many years, and now they're here on the allotment. So yeah, bit of a fairy garden going on there that my daughter did, my youngest daughter, quite a few years ago when she was young. So that's the wildlife area. Not sure what we're going to do with this area. That was a polytunnel, but the sheep blew off and all ripped, so not decided what I'm going to do with that area yet. But yeah, on the whole, really pleased. Right, home time now. Go and get some dinner. I'm starving. Crack on. Back home now, relaxing in the back garden in the sun, and who's that in the bushes? Who have I spotted down there? It's Mitzi. In the shade from the sun. Think I'll be sat in the shade in a minute, Mitzi. Might join you in another bush. And then over here we got... Oh. Oh, Smudge. He's relaxing in the sun.
Smudge, you naughty boy. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Go on, Smudge. Attack Zara's hand.
Naughty. Ow. He's so cute. Oh. Oh, okay.
Right, I'm back from the allotment. I've had a shower, got changed, had something to eat, and now I'm just chilling in the back garden. It's flipping roasting. Never mind flipping brilliant, it's flipping roasting. Yesterday when I looked at the forecast about today, it forecast rain this afternoon. I'm sure it did, but there's no sign of that. It's blue skies and boiling, so yeah. So glad they got that wrong. What it's going to be like over the next few days, I'm not too sure, but right now I'm just going to enjoy myself, sitting in the garden, relaxing, catching a few rays, having a nice drink. Yeah, lovely. Enjoyed myself on the allotment this morning, got quite a lot done. As you saw, got a lot of weeding done and put out a few different plants and what have you. So glad that's done. So now I'm just going to chill out in the garden. I've just filled the bird feeders up, so I'm going to sit here, watch the birds for a bit, just relax and enjoy my drink. Crack on.